Could Batman leave Thor's hammer? DC and Marvel have crossed paths many times, and during those moments, both Superman and Wonder Woman have been shown to be capable of lifting Thor's hammer, the Mjolnir. By virtue of who they are, they meet the criteria to be worthy and wield the power of Thor. This leaves us wondering if that merit extends to the third member of this trinity, Batman. While he is undoubtedly one of the greatest heroes in the world, there are many factors about the Dark Knight that could be considered worthy or unworthy as the case may be. Batman is a figure of absolute justice. He clings to his principles even in the face of overwhelming pressure and temptation. He faces the worst humanity has to offer every night and never wavers. No matter how horrible his enemies become, however, despite being so cold, he also cares in his own way. He is willing to take in children who were hurt by the world and raise them not to be like him, but to be better. Batman has shown dignity in other ways as well. He sat in the Mobius chair and drove it to fight crime on a more effective level. But we do not count that, since anyone can sit in the Mobius chair. A better test would be the times when Batman wore a power ring, proving that he had the willpower to overcome a great fear and become a Green Lantern. Of course, both scenarios have a different value, but they show that he is an exceptional person, and almost everyone who has raised Mjolnir was exceptional. Yet, despite all the life saved, all the temptation rejected, and all the evidence that he is above the rest, Batman has the demons of him. He fights crime, but it is the result of a trauma that has never really been healed. He comes from a place of anger, not generosity. Superman and Wonder Woman chose to become heroes because it was the right thing to do, but Batman did it out of pain. And then there are his moments of weakness. Bruce has been tempted in the past, and as a vast multiverse shows, he is not infallible. With the right amount of pressure, he can break. He has killed in some worlds, and if those circumstances happen to him in the mainstream, there is no telling what could happen. And he has not always been fair to those closest to him. He has trust issues, and even those he trusts are not completely safe from his paranoia. However, in the case of Mjolnir, there is no checklist of worth. History has shown that people can move in and out of the category of dignity throughout their lives. If even Thor can be considered unworthy for a time, then there really is no telling who he is and who is unfit to wield the hammer. In his best moments, Batman can probably lift Mjolnir, but in his darkest nights, he probably couldn't move him one bit.